Hello everybody, my name is Tucker, and welcome back to our Russian Fishing for Float Fishing character. Today we are still out at Mosquito. I saw an eyed spot and figured I'd give it a try. So starting off over here at 78.90 on all the rods. Nice hide there to start the day. On all the rods we've got size 1 hooks. On the bottom rod here I do have eyed mix and I think I went with a 18 clip on the bottom rod. So I'm not getting the float rods out quite far enough, but doing the best I can with them. All of the rods have, like I said, size 1 hooks with corn for bait. Rod 1's at a 1.5 meter depth. Rod 2 is at 1.75. And rod 2 is basically right on the line. I have to make sure I get it out as far as I possibly can, or it's actually sitting on the ground. So we'll see what we can get here. I'm watching 2. I missed a fish a second ago on 2, so trying to be very patient here. Still nibble. Still nibbling. I do have the big rods out. Probably don't necessarily need the super big rods, but would rather be safe than sorry. And there is a possibility we get carp. So wait for it. Still waiting. Still waiting. Come on, fish. This doesn't feel like an eyed with how long it's been nibbling. We'll see though. Nice 1 kilo eyed on telestick. Did kind of want to go deeper on rod 1, but I also wanted to get it back out quickly so that I could try and get another fish here. I am going to back this off just a little bit to 1.69 meters. I think I've been hitting the ground. We'll see if that helps. That's the second fish I missed on that rod, where the float goes under, but it doesn't actually have a fish on it. We'll see if that hide comes back as a weekly record. I doubt it, but you never know. Sorry about yesterday and not having a float episode and doing a spin episode. I had actually logged in to check some prices and totally forgot I had done that at the end of the day before. So when I loaded everything up yesterday, it was on the float character name, so I thought I needed to do a spin character episode and did not realize it until I was going to upload. So sorry for the back-to-back spin episodes. I may do back-to-back float episodes to kind of get back on the usual cadence. We'll see. But is what it is there. I didn't have time to record another one. And if I sound a little bit tired, it's only 7:45, but stayed up a little bit late last night, and one of my neighbors had a roof being replaced, and they started at 6:45 in the morning. So I woke up to the sounds of air nail guns going off at 6:45 because it was a nice night, so I had my windows open. But it is what it is. Kind of surprised they started that early on a Saturday of a long weekend too. But it is what it is. It's also a very nice day. We did get up into the low 90s, but it started off 6:45. It was like 60 degrees out there. Right now, it looks like it's still just over 90. Come on, fish. Scared off picking the rod up. It looks like I might have. No, it looks like I might have scared it off. And of course, as I say that, it starts moving around again. This almost feels like a bream. I missed it. I was watching the float flip over and thought there was a fish on there. Yeah, well. Come on, fishy fish. Yeah. Zoomed in, was working to move the mouse for something else, and somehow was still in game on screen. I had a random pop up window pop up on top of the OBS window, so I could make sure everything was recording as expected. I don't like that. Got that moved out of the way now. So, again, this is a little bit of just trophy hunting. We need an Ide, we need a perch, and we need a frog here to close out the lake. Typically, I'm not really the big achievement hunter, 100% games, that type of thing, but it's worth a try here. We'll see what happens. And a lot of time Ide are active at night, so I am looking forward to the evening time. Come on, fishy fish. Come on, fish. Probably a perch. The way it launched. Might be a chub by the looks of it, actually. Yep, 871 gram floater chub. Not really something I expect to catch on float too often, so I'll take it. We're going after Ide. And evidently we may get some chub as well. Just curious. So people have caught some pretty big chubs and small Ides, so got a chance of getting on the weekly record boards. It is Saturday evening, so it is late in the week. Come on, fishy, fishy, fish. Let's go. I did debate going over to Bear and do some carp fishing there, but when I saw this, I figured I had to give it a try. On fish. Might as well do a little dig. Some algae and bloodworms. I'll take it. That was me just making sure I'd close that rod. Real. Come on, fish. Maybe we're going to have to wait till nighttime. Maybe we won't get anything at all, and I decide to go over to bear here in a bit. We'll play it by ear. It's obviously getting darker earlier. I just looked out. I can my curtains aren't closed all the way, and I can see it's almost dark already, and it's not even 8 o'clock yet. So we're definitely getting to that time of year. Come on, fish. Come on, fish. Thought I just saw a nibble on rod 1, but it might have just been my eyes playing tricks on me. Come on, fishy fish. So we can get some more algae, hopefully. Yep. Do want to work on grinding up ground bait. We still have a ways to go there. We're only at 36%, and I think I wanted to get up to 60, so we may do some of that off camera. Y'all don't want to watch me make a whole bunch of balls of ground bait and then throw them out. There are tons of different leveling guides on that. Usually, I think for 30 to 60, it's you buy just the meal and go through that. I'm looking to see. So ground bait 30 to 40 is feed and anise. Got back in time to get whatever this is, and this is a big fish. If that's an ide, that's a good ide. That is an ide. 3.655 kilo ide, 2600 XP. That's a nice fish. That's probably on the weekly record board there. And there's what I'm talking about with rod 2. Didn't quite set properly. That's because I'm not all the way up. I have to come all the way up to the water. Fast out. Probably missed this fish. Nope. Fish is still on one. Another 1 kilo ide. Good. I got them both setting appropriately. What's the global weekly Telestick Ides at? just out of sheer curiosity. 4.3 to 4.92, so definitely not on the global, but I think that 3.6 is going to definitely be on the US. Number one on the US. I will take that. And a trophy Ide, I can't remember off the top of my head actually. Turn that on so we can all see better, especially while I'm all tabbed out here. Trophy Ide is 4 kilos. That was pretty close. 90% of the way to a trophy. Come on, fish. Yeah, back on grinding up ground bait. There's a link in my description to the rf4.fish site, which has one of the many different copies of kind of the standard way to level up your ground bait. So that was a 1.5 kilo Ide there. So again, come all the way up to the water, cast out as far as you can, take a step back if you need to, then set the rod down. So going from 30 to 40 is feed plus anise oil, 40 to 50 is feed plus fennel, and 50 to 60 is feed plus hemp seed attraction. So we'll see what I do there. Wouldn't mind grinding it up a little bit. And the reason I want to do that is I did buy the boilie grinder. So you can take boilies and grind them up, and then you can also buy flavored pellets as well too. And if I remember correctly, those required 60. Ooh, region record Ide on Telestick as well. That's an overall region record here at Mosquito. US Telestick Ide. That was number one US Telestick Ide. That's the wrong rod, Tucker. And that one's gone while I was looking at that. And that's my fault for looking at trophies or weekly records. Overall records, really, in that case. But I will take it. That's a nice Ide. Now I just need a little bit of a chance for a trophy. I'd love it. Not sure it'll happen, but we'll see. That might have even been an absolute US record Ide. It didn't say water body. And again, I'm probably going to miss a fish doing this, but it's pretty solidly up there. Absolute. So, yeah. That fell over. And if you don't know what absolute record means, that is at any lake or any water body, I have a pretty solid Ide on Telestick for any account in the US now since the start of 2023. And we're September 2nd, so we're 9 months in. So that is a bit of a rare fish. Kind of a feel good moment. Small fish here. Small Ide. but that just shows how rare catching Ide on float is. If we are 9 months into the year and no one has caught a trophy Ide in the US on Telestick yet. Kind of have the deck stacked against me here, but I gotta try it. What's my bait harvesting at? I'm just curious. 60.7. So the recommendation to keep leveling that up is to make egg dough if I wanted to, but I honestly don't think harvesting bait fish would be nice, dead fish, harvesting caddisfly, night crawlers. So yeah, there is some bonuses to doing that, but I'm not really in the mood to grind that up right now. Come on, fish. Come on, bottom rod. That's what I'm kind of surprised that one's been so lackluster. I'm actually going to recast just because it's been a while. Because I woke up early this morning, couldn't get back to sleep with the sound of the air nail guns. I did end up buying Starfield to get started early, and it's been a pretty decent game so far. If you are a loot hoarder, though, it is fun. I ran out of space very early on, multiple times, and had to leave a whole bunch of stuff. It's kind of like Skyrim, where you can't grab everything. I ended up just tossing a whole bunch of stuff in my ship. And then, of course, as soon as I left the ship, you get a companion similar to like Fallout, where you can use a companion as kind of a mule character, pack mule. You just dump all your stuff on that character. I filled that character completely up. I filled my capacity completely up as well too. So I took all this stuff off my companion, dropped it all in my ship because it'll stay there, and left the ship. And 20 feet away from me was a vendor to sell everything. So I had to go pick it all up off the floor and sell it again. It's been a pretty decent game so far. Not something I'm planning on recording or streaming or anything like that. If you want to see that, there are plenty of people streaming it right now. Worm Shaft. That's a good name. Another dig. Get some more bloodworms. Come on, fish. I knew it would be slow today, but region record, I ain't gonna complain. Kind of surprised it hasn't popped up as weekly records. I wonder if they're just not going to announce it as a weekly record. Weekly US telescopic. Weekly again. I hate that doesn't stick, and I can never remember the order. So it does show up as the number one weekly record. And I kind of want to scroll through the absolute records on Telestick and see if there's anything else that I'm on. I doubt it, but do a quick pass. since I haven't changed my picture. Makes it a little bit easier. I'm not on US. So telescopic US absolute. Don't have an asp. Didn't get char. Saw one of my viewers' names there. Wasn't sure I actually saw it or not. That's why I clicked back into it. Yeah, I'm not thinking I've got anything. Too afraid I'm going to miss a fish looking at that. Even if today's not an amazing day, silver-wise, been a pretty decent XP day. And anytime you get a region record, it's a feel-good moment. So even if I don't get a trophy today, it's been a good day. Come on, fish. Come on, fish. Come on, fishy fish. There we go. Nibble, nibble. It's not amazing, but it's not bad. Probably over a kilo. Just shy of a kilo. Makes me happy. Still need a few more fish to really be a good day, but I ain't gonna complain. Come on, fish. So half an hour in, got 8 fish, 7 of them markers. Actually thought all 8 of them were. So I'm kind of glad I checked. Come on, fish. Another one. 865 gram Ide. Checking an email I just got and don't need to care about it. Come on, fish. Boy. Wasn't sure if he was waking up to tell me he needed to go out or just to turn around and lay back down on the couch. It was option two. Come on, I'd love another Ide. Didn't even mean it that way. Didn't mean the pun until. Didn't even realize I said a pun until right now. Come on, fish. Come on, fishy fish. I'm amazed the bottom rod's done nothing overnight, though. Come on, fish. Come on, fish. .35 or 34 and a half, almost 35 minutes in. Only 9 fish. Like I said, I knew it was going to be a slow day. That's some of the downsides of doing this type of fishing, and I might have just missed a fish. It's still there. Come on, take it. Take it. You know you want to, fishy fish. You know you want to. Don't leave it. Don't give up, fish. Good fish. Take it. So many fake bites. So many fake bites. Patience still, Tucker. Patience. Patience. Now. Got it. 443-gram crucian. Not really what I expected, but I'll take it. Oh, I don't know which flow to switch. To drag this one over just a little bit. I do know which one's which now. That's a downside of using the same float on both rods. Oh, come on. That should have been a fish. That one's got me mad. Come on, big fish. Come on, bottom rod fish. That's what's the biggest surprise of all of this for me. I'm actually thinking about shortening up my cast on the bottom rod. Just shy of 500-gram Ide. Just reeled the bottom rod in a little bit. Trying to get it closer to where these are since the floats are actually seeing some reasonable action. I'm not going to say amazing, but I am fishing for fish that are not very common on floats and not very common in general. Come on, fish. Come on, fish. Come on, fish. Nibble. Two's got the nibbles. But one's got the shadows that make it look like a nibble to me out of the corner of my eye while watching two. Diverted my attention a couple times. Come on, fish. Take it. You know you want to. No, you want to. You can do it, fish. Come on. Get Nancy. Come on, fish. Come on, fish. Come on. Words that rhyme with Tucker want to be said. There should have been a freaking fish on that line. I'm mad about that one. Come on, fish. So coming up on 44 minutes. Only 11 fish. I think we missed 4 today. Maybe 5. Come on, fish. Come on, fish. All right, I'm done. That's one too many pretty obvious fish that I should have caught that I didn't. So I'm frustrated. 45 minutes isn't a bad episode, though, either. So, plus, I'd tend to be evening time fish, so we're kind of out of peak time anyway. But did get a region, absolute record, so not going to complain. Probably get the US weekly record, which doesn't get you anything. You have to get to the global record to get any of the bonuses for it. But I'm not going to complain. It was a good overall day. Get some bridge algae. Grab my food. So 11 fish. I don't think it's going to be amazing. I'm going to say 45 silver. 56. Not bad. Let's take a quick look at the cafe. Nothing. So 56 fish. Not the best. Not horrible. But again, we did get this, the big old Ide, which was 20 of that. So not a bad fish there. So I'll take that. And again, anytime you get a absolute, Telestick US absolute record, that's always a nice feeling. I don't think it was quite number 1 US. No, it was number 4 absolute. So not bad though. As far as at Mosquito, it was number 1. So I don't know. It was definitely a good day in that respect. So hope you all enjoyed. We'll be back on one of the characters tomorrow. I'll make a decision as we go. But hope you all enjoyed. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye now.